My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Hearthstone Arena, where we play against Hunters. With a priest deck. Ranked! Hearthstone ranked! Fuck! Oh, man. I literally just ended an episode of Ranked. Not even Arena, right? So I have no reason to be concerned or confused. But... apparently. Apparently I do. Alright. Please tell me there is more of this delicious liquid left. There totally is! Ah! Can you hear the bubble sizzle? Oh, you totally can't. Alright, Power Word Shield, keep. Everything else, go back. As a Paladin, he's either late game or with the current Quartermaster Muster for Battle deck. Muster for Battle is so strong, I need to play around that.
I am ready.
Oh. Yay, it's a rush deck. I was so glad not to be versing a rush deck, actually. I was, like, really happy. I was like, not a rush deck! Yay!
Put this apple on your head.
Fuck.
Well met.
Suck my D, Uther. So, he gets to cast probably 2 minions this turn. Maybe one of them reinforced, maybe 1/1 mana. So I'm assuming that either both of the daggers hit the Cult Master and he trades the Clockwork, or one of the daggers hits and he uses the Knife Juggler. Let's see. Did that happen how you thought it would, buddy?
That was a mistake.
My apologies.
You know that targets all minions with Death Rattle, right? Not just mine? So I can develop the Dark Cultist this turn and have it die. I actually think that's, in a deck that seems to be fairly aggressive, probably a good idea. To actually sack the Dark Cultist. But the thing is, Dark Cultist Power Word Shield next turn is actually pretty strong, and then I've got Sledge Belcher. You know what? Fuck it, I'll Thought Steal. Job's done. Yeah, it's about as aggressive as I thought it was. I'm really glad to pick up Consecration. That's going to be pretty powerful. Adding to our board clearing repertoire. Not happy to see that card, but then again, I am going to play something on 3 attack this turn, so. And next turn.
Stand ready.
And hell, if he doesn't attack with it for the whole time, I'll Cabal Shadow Priest it, and I'll draw my own cards. Okay, so after Christmas, there were Christmas celebrations, as I noted last episode, including alcohol. After Christmas, I'm just noting this little flask of vodka, totally full. I got it as a gift, right? Not used. There's a bottle of vodka over there that is. But that little flask was sitting dangerously close to my glass. And every single time I put down my cup, I moved it closer to the flask. I think subconsciously, I was trying to drug myself.
Follow the rules.
Alcohol being a drug. This is concerning. I want to attack and then consecrate, but I think I still have the stronger play with the Sludge Belcher. Because I might be able to buff the Sludge Belcher, or maybe just the Taunt version of the Sludge Belcher afterwards. I mean, that probably lets him draw another card out of the Arclight of Pain, right? That's probably a really bad idea. That's got to be his main card draw engine because Divine Favor is so unwieldy. Are you gonna sack? Okay, so this is interesting. Are you gonna sack that and miss the card? You totally are. Okay. Which is a completely fair play to make. My primary concern is that Consecration no longer clears his board. 4-3, still there. I'm actually tempted to use Light Bomb rather than Consecration now. Just because Consecration won't clear his board. It's actually correct. One thing I was trying to note before is there's an interesting synergy between vol'jin and consecration, where I use vol'jin to swap my health with something, and then I consecrate it, and since consecration does 2 damage, and vol'jin gives them 2 health, because his base health is 2, you end up killing something for free, basically. It's real cool. Well, that's going to be really good as part of my team.
Change your mind.
Hopefully he thinks he's baited out the Shadow Cabal Priest now, and then I can use another one. Silence? Hammer of Wrath. Ooh. And then sack this plus use the... Okay, that's interesting. I'm glad to have the Shadow Word Pain in my hand, because it means that Muster for Battle Quartermaster is not going to be horrific. Actually, that's probably a reason I might have wanted to keep Light Bomb for Muster for Battle Quartermaster.
Is someone injured?
Okay, let's see what we get. Holy Nova Concretion. Yep. That'll clear Muster for Battle Quartermaster. Muster for Battle obviously summons 3 1/1s and a 1/4 weapon. Really? That seems excessive. Alright, this guy has become mega tilted by something. I don't remember doing anything to tilt, so... Did you guys do something? Wasn't me. No, there's a better Shrinkmeister Cabal Shadow Priest target. So this has got to be a kill, right? What do I kill it with, then? Do I Shadow Word Pain it? I think that actually might be correct. Shadow Pain, how can I heal that? I do want to be able to heal myself with the Arcanine, but the amount of ways that a Paladin can just suddenly turn around and say, and now you're dead, because I've done fucking 12,000 damage to you, is very low. Attack the face. Now I'm scared. I am probably going to have to suboptimally use Cabal Shadow Priest and Defender of Argus.
Let me change your mind.
My shield for
And the Defender of Argus. You know what? I love that there's a Defender of Argus because it helps me against aggressive decks, but at the same rate, I stole that from someone else, so it's not helping my my ethics to be doing that. What are we looking at for lethal here? It's got to be like
I wonder.
a quality Avenging Wrath, killing both of these, but missing one of these, doing 3 damage to my face. No, they have to do 5 damage.
Something needs tinkering?
Not happening. Oh, no. How is that going to help you? Is there any way in which I can use lethal this turn somehow? So I've got a total of 4 damage from hand. Yeah, it's probably not. But let's consider it. Yeah, definitely not. Okay.
To battle!
The problem is, I can't heal myself and I can't Holy Nova. I don't even want to develop my board, because if I develop my board, I run into the risk of a quality Consecrate, a quality, you know, shenanigans, basically. A quality Consecrate will kill me right now. That's an interesting thing to know. A quality Consecrate will kill me. A quality Consecrate obviously clears my board, does 2 damage to my face, then he's got 7 damage on board with his weapon, and he's 3/3. Takes him a total of 6 mana. 2 of those cards have to be very specific, but since he had such a weak last turn, could definitely be a thing. Now I'm expecting the Quartermaster. Damn it, my secret! Guys! Why didn't you warn me? Alright, we got lethal.
The victory well played.
First battle. So he was running Massive Battle, a golden Massive Battle as well, so it's quite nice. But either didn't draw into the Quartermaster or doesn't have Quartermaster. I can Muster for Battle is so strong. I mean, 3 mana for 3 distributed 1/1s plus a 1/4 weapon. It's amazing value. It is so strong that I think you may potentially run it without running the Quartermaster. But I think running it with the Quartermaster means that it's not only strong as an early game card, but as a late game card. Gives it much more versatility, and basically the two are kind of like... You want... They're part and parcel. You want both, in my opinion. Which is probably not correct. Aggro Mage is the current flavor of the month, so I'm actually going to keep Shadow of Madness for board clear, just in case I don't get a Arcanine Soul Priest. I could aggressively mulligan and try and go for the Arcanine, but there also is the possibility that I don't, and then I cry forever. But there's also some very effective Death Rattle effects in the Aggro Mage deck that I may want to take for my own. Also, I guess that does rely on him not casting anything... Him or her, sorry, they. Not casting anything with Taunt that I... Oh, shit. Yeah, because they could use Mirror Images. But they wouldn't use Mirror Images anywhere near turn 5, because then I would be able to basically deny. So this is going to be the Annoyatron. Chugga. The problem with those... ooh, I'm so glad to have Arcanine. Yeah, there's the Annoyatron. The problem with those is that when I Shadow Madness one of them into the other, neither of them dies, which is not good enough. I want... Is that good enough for me to Arcanine Circle? I mean, it survives. No, it's not. Annoyatron ping hit? No. So what would I do in that situation? You know what? I'm going to Shadow Madness this into that. So that's going to prevent 4 damage from coming to my face next turn. And also it enables my Arcanine Soul Priest to kill everything on his current board state. I'm hoping that he casts 2 things, neither of which are Annoyatron this turn. Is that enough for me to Arcanine Circle? You know what? I think it actually has to be. Oh my god, it definitely is now. Because now I can keep my Arcanine alive while doing it. Yes! Hallelujah! 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 Fuck yes. So basically, any Annoyatron or Mech Warper that is developed now is mine. That is my card. Also, if he actually plays the Piloted Shredder, I'd be pretty pleased, I guess. What do I do? I'm not certain. Oh, this is unfortunate. So, I guess... Annoyatron. That is such a poor use of mana, though. Is it correct? I think it is. Annoyatron, heal that attack base. I do want to get back to healing myself as soon as possible, but I wasn't going to be able to heal myself that turn anyway. So I'm assuming he breaks that, hits that. Oh, that's a Cabal Shadow Priest dream right there. Or is it a Shadow Madness dream? That's a Shadow Madness dream. That's what that is. Because then, basically, Cabal Shadow Priest and Shadow Madness are the same right now, except that Cabal Shadow Priest costs 2 more mana and develops a 4/5, but also, it doesn't give charge to the Golem. I want to take that Golem and immediately run it in. Is that correct? I have 3 mana left over after. It's a heal to the face. Is that actually worthwhile? Develop a 4/5. That's probably better, developing a 4/5. Oh my god. Oh, did you hear that crack? Whoa! I'm surprised that did not decapitate me. Okay. Cabal Shadow Priest. How many targets in this deck are good for the Cabal Shadow Priest? Probably fewer than are good for Shadow Madness. So Shadow Madness play is probably the best meta play. It's just, it means that the rest of my turn is basically worthless. Because as a control deck, I'm not rushing him down. I don't really care about his health point. I care about him running out of way. Him, her, god damn it, I really need to break myself of that habit. I care about them running out of ways to deal with me. Alright, now it's time to sacrifice my, my Arcanine Soul Priest. I really want to develop that Sneed's-Old Shredder. I can't do it. I can't do it safely. That trades in. Then I get the Piloted Shredder out. And I can't develop Northshire Cleric because he will probably Flame Strike that if he knew how much aggression I have in my deck. How many minions I have in my deck, which is actually very little. It's probably going to be my Cabal Shadow Priest target.
I am ready.
Actually, that might be.
Let me change.
It's too valuable to take that. I have to. I can Northshire and then heal, and I'd get to draw a card. But if he has Flame Strike in hand, he's going to use Flame Strike right now. Because he can Flame Strike and then use Fire Blast to either kill this, or the 2-1, or whatever comes from the Piloted Shredder if he's scared of that. I've got 2 Holy Novas in hand. I'm not exactly hurting for board play. Okay. That's fine by me. What are you going to do with the 4-3? If you run that into the 2-3, you're doing my job. You're just saving me 4 damage to the face. Not have expected that one. Ping it. Thank you. Oh, it's a good play. I can't heal anything with it though. That does deny my North shares. Right.
Time for killing.
Alright, let's start building up our health. We are in vast control of this game. He needs a lot of draw. A lot of draw to get back in this. He, she, damn it, they need a lot of draw. What'd you get from your unstable? I really want to see.
From the void I come.
Do you have a demon? I severely doubt that you have a demon. Sneed's-Old Shredder or Sylvanas. You know what? I'll actually cast Sylvanas. I'm aware that its name is Sylvanas, by the way.
Time for killing.
And the reason I'm going to cast Sylvanas is because I'm trying to bait out the polymorph. This aggro deck actually doesn't have room for both, or most of the versions of it that I've seen don't have room for polymorph and fireball. So if he has a polymorph, I'm assuming that he's going to use it now. Oh, I'm an idiot. I keep saying it. There's something wrong with me. If they have a polymorph, I'm assuming they're going to use it now. If they don't, then I'm assuming that I'm going to get my Sneed's-Old Shredder out pretty easily. Okay, they don't have a polymorph.
Let none survive.
How many cards do I want to draw? You know what? I'll just draw the 1. I mean, they're never going to develop a board beyond this, so I'm now going to Holy Nova. I could draw another card, sure, but it opens me up to Flame Strike too much. And also, they are never going to develop a board much stronger than 2 cards, with 3 cards in hand. One of which is Flame Strike that they won't cast.
You win.
Well played! GG! I really do like the idea of adding in those those zombie chows though. I'm gonna have to look at that very closely. Maybe after this one or maybe after the next one. Actually, probably after I finish recording today, so probably in like 3 episodes time. I've got to edit these and upload them as soon as I finish. I only had enough content to make sure that I could get to the end of the 26th, so that I had time to sleep off any possible hangover from the 25th.
The light shall bring victory.
Which is referred to very cautious of the possibility of this being the Wind Fury deck, which is very, very I can't think of the word. Which is very affectionately referred to as the Irish flu. There we go. Jesus. How am I that dumb? I don't know. I'm disappointed in me. You're disappointed? I'm disappointed in me. If he has Hex, I'm disappointed in me. What's that card back? Do I have that card back? Give me that card back. Do I have that? I was about to accidentally concede. Why don't I have that card back? Crackle Lightning Bolt? Oh, come on. Alright, at least he's 2 over... at least they are 2 overload this turn. I do need to develop something though. And I also need a target to Power Word Shield. It's unfortunate, but I do actually need to play this one a little bit quicker. I can't just hold back and go for control elements. Not right now, at least. With this few minions in... I need to have some elements of control at least.
Let's get
Do I develop the Arcanine?
Embrace the void.
Yeah,
Let's
I do.
get physical.
Interestingly enough, I don't want a healing totem if I have the Arcanine because it will just deal 1 damage to all of my minions every turn. Should be great fun. Anyone else remember when the healing totem used to heal the face of the shaman as well? Oh. Those were great times, as far as we knew. So do I sack something? I mean, I have to.
Feel my pain. Let's get physical.
What are the chances he has Lightning Bolt in hand? Lightning Storm, sorry. Because if he has Lightning Storm in hand and then rolls high, I actually lose my board if I don't make this attack.
Physical.
I have to make that attack the same turn. Roll high on Lightning Storm, he would be able to... God, they would be able to hit the Sludge Belcher. I'd end up with a 1-2, they'd end up with a empty board. But this secures me a good board for the longest state possible. If they really want to kill that 3-1, they either need directed damage like Earth Shock or Lightning Bolt, or what I'm assuming is most likely, Lightning Storm. Really? That's a Shadow Word Pain if I have seen one in my life. Okay, so Shadow Word Pain, Dark Cultist.
Feel my pain.
I'll forfeit 3 damage to the face in order to remove your board, and then attack to the face. I'm in a pretty commanding position right now. I've got, well, 2 valuable minions on board and 3 in hand. I am playing from behind, but I do have the board stack. And that's probably more... Well, that definitely is more important. This is a Violet Teacher deck? Huh.
I am ready to learn.
And I'm gonna sack that. Okay. I did a greedy play. I'm really hoping for the North Sheer Cleric. Because I want a North Sheer Cleric and either Holy Nova or Circle of Healing so that I can draw 2 cards. These are just 2 cards waiting for me to draw them, basically, at this point. As far as I'm concerned. They are 2 cards waiting to be drawn. Also, the fact that this is still on 3 means that they are disincentivized from using Lightning Storm. God damn it, Ryan. You really need to disabuse yourself of saying that.
I wonder.
Ah, rolled high. God damn it. That's why it was a greedy play.
The damned stand ready.
I still don't see myself losing this, but it will probably take some time. This is probably going to be our 13th. Yay! Woo! We got to level 13. Or rank 13, rather. 2 totems. I'm going to count that as half a card in total. Unless he has Lightning Bolt. Unless they have Lightning Bolt in hand. Like that. Yeah, that's okay.
My fate is sealed.
It's all good. I need Sneed's Old Shredder or Sylvanas. Preferably both. Really. Double tap it. I don't have any minions. I now need to rely on K-Bob's minions. I cannot just cast a naked North Sheer Cleric this turn. Gives me literally no benefit. You are very incentivized to keep using that. You've also used 1 Rockbiter weapon, so I'm quite glad about that. Mind control. Not good enough. Interestingly enough, I could have drawn 2 cards there by using Shadow Madness, running one of the Spirit Wolves into the other Spirit Wolf, and then casting the North Sheer Cleric. To get back to his turn, their turn. No, wait. That doesn't work that way. Never mind. I'm an idiot. There's the other Rockbiter weapon. Dealt 10 damage to my face. Holy Nova Shadow Madness this turn. Terrible. Alright. What is your ace in the hole? Do I actually mind control that? I am definitely considering mind controlling that. That could actually be so important that I have to mind control it. Not yet. I think if I do have to mind control it, I'll have warning. I mean, there was a Lightning Bolt, Crackle, 2 Rockbiter weapons, Doomhammer, and Lava Burst have already been used. So I can't imagine you have an incredible amount of direct damage left in your hand. Excellent. That's actually playing into my hand. Because now I can still use the Shadow Mace. Please give me Arcanine. Please give me Arcanine. I mean, this stops 4 damage. I guess I have to. And then there's a total of 4, 8, so... There'll be 8 damage facing me if I do that.
Let me change your mind.
I have to. Alright. 4 damage from hand will kill me. Which means that Flame Tongue Totem does it. Crackle with a higher roll does it. Lava Burst does it. Charge minions. Argent Commander. Mana Golem. Mana thingy. Whatever it's called. Arcane Golem. There you go.
I wonder.
Trying to think about threats you still have. Lightning Bolt if you roll a damage totem. Okay, it looks like I survived one more turn. Possibly. At this point, they're considering whether or not they want to kill the Zero. Whoa! Really? Okay. Thought Steal. There is still a Lightning Storm in there. And you know what? That's actually probably my only source of salvation right now. I'll draw from my deck first. That's Alkanai. That is Alkanai.
Embrace the void.
I'm 1 mana away from being able to 1 damage away from being able to kill that. Hex is still in the deck.
Obey.
That's insane. 6 damage. Doomsayer. Only thing that clears my board. Only 2 mana card that clears my board. There it is, right now. Doomsayer. I'm still constantly threatened by 4 health. Probably want to mind control that. In fact, I probably die if I mind control it. But I can't do anything else, so... I could have healed my face, I guess. I died of 3 damage, so Lightning Bolt kills me. Yeah, you know what? Healing my face was probably a better play. Lightning Bolt would have killed me if... No. No. Lightning Bolt still kills me. That doesn't. I live with 1 health. Could still have lethal in hand. I still have a Holy Nova in my deck. Shadow Word Pain. Shadow Word Pain that. Heal myself.
I wonder.
You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to Shadow Word Pain this. Nausea, heal this. But then, you know what? I'm going to do that.
Is
So-
someone injured? Is someone injured?
Okay. And I'm going to Hex a 1-1. Yeah! Look at those skills. Hexing that 1-1. I know that this isn't 1 damage. And I know that this could be.
Played.
Well played.
The thing is, if I'd healed myself, I died at 3 damage, which is the most common amount of damage for a shaman to be able to do. So the best thing I could do is draw more cards and try and draw a win condition. Or, rather, try and draw something that keeps me alive. And I didn't manage to do it. But that is, I think I played that basically the best to the best of my ability, which I'm proud of. At the end of the day, the best of the ability is basically all you can do. That's basically what defines it. That's a truism, if anything. My name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Hearthstone Ranked. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. We have been playing like a vol'jin, our priest deck, which you'll be able to find a link to down in the description below. That's the deck list for it, by the way, is what I mean. You'll also be able to find arena playlist down there, and the ranked playlist, and then other playlists, and just there's some gorgeous content down there for you to view if you've missed any of it, or if you just want to watch more. If you have liked the video, please click like. It does help me get my content out to new people. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself, and we'll see you next time.